We are live, yes. Welcome everyone. Happy Thursday. I hope we're all having a really good day. I am back with another live video. And today we're going to talk about the top 3 ways to sabotage your dating life. This is going to apply even if you have already started the journey. There are just some things that I know you are doing that are holding you back from getting the best possible results when it comes to dating. And I want us to talk about it today, okay? So, the top 3 ways that you are sabotaging your dating life. Number 1, you are probably focusing more on a person than you are on your goals. So, I talk quite a bit about having dating goals. What are your goals? What are your goals for leveling up? What are your goals for dating up? Okay. And every woman is going to have her own needs, her own desires. So don't feel like you have to do what everyone is doing. You really have to do some introspection and figure out what your goals are. So, for example, if your goal is marriage, then you have to be more focused on your goal of meeting somebody who's compatible with you on a level, including the fact that they want marriage, okay? Focus on finding that person more than focusing on a person that's in front of you that you find attractive, but maybe is not looking for marriage. Maybe they don't have marriage kind of characteristics. Maybe if you remove your attraction from the person, you find that there's not really much else that makes you want to be with this person. Okay. So when you are dating, please, 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 ladies, whatever your goal is, focus on that. If someone comes in and they're not in alignment, you have to be in a position to detach yourself and detach yourself quickly. You don't want to waste time with someone who is not in alignment with you, okay? That is the best way to sabotage your dating life. Similarly, if you are looking to date up because you want to have the experience of being spoiled, of being wined and dined, and all of that good stuff, you cannot focus on someone that is not ready to do that for you. You have to be willing to focus on your goal so that when you do meet somebody who's ready to do that for you, you're actually available. Okay. So that's number 1. The best way to sabotage your dating life is to focus on with what you want. If you meet somebody that is in alignment with what you want, great. Okay. But your focus still remains your goal, right? Because otherwise, you start making this person the center of your universe, and that's not what you want to do. So even if you meet somebody that is compatible, that wants marriage like you want marriage, okay, or that wants to wine and dine you the way you want to be wine and dine, or wants to spoil you, or whatever, still have your eye on your goal. Okay, this is what I want to try out. This is the experience that I want. If it's dating up, if it's marriage, these are the terms and conditions that I want by such and such a time. Da 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 da. And that becomes your focus. And this person or anybody that steps to you kind of has to meet you there or not meet you at all. Okay. So have a criteria, have a goal, focus on your goals, and everybody that is in alignment with that will also get your attention. And someone that's not in alignment should not be getting your attention. Very simple. Okay. So that's 1. Number 2, the second way you are sabotaging your dating life is that you are walking around, you are looking for validation from strangers, and you are not in touch with your own desires. A lot of ladies want validation. A lot of ladies want someone to say, "Oh, you're such a good person." A lot of ladies want a man to do all the things in a dating scenario and make her feel like, okay, I'm worthy of A, B, and C. There's nothing wrong with that feeling, but there's definitely something wrong with prioritizing that from someone else. Okay. You need to be at a place where your own validation is enough. You need to be at a place where, for example, you're dating for marriage. You have to feel worthy. You have to feel lovable. You have to feel like the person that marriage will be attracted to. You have to see that within yourself. You don't have to wait for someone else to say, oh, you are marriage material. By the time someone says that, you should already know it. Same with dating. If you're looking to date up and, be spoiled and all of that kind of stuff, you really have to find that connection to that desire within yourself first. Feel it out, have a relationship with that desire first, so that by the time someone comes in willing to give you the spoils, the dates, whatever, you're already almost used to it because you've given yourself that validation. And then their validation is just a cherry on top. It's just, that little extra, but it's not the air that you breathe. I hope this makes sense. Because a lot of ladies want to be in a relationship because they want validation. And a lot of men understand that and they use that. Because then when he doesn't give you validation, then you're chasing him. And then when he gives you validation, then you feel good about yourself. Then when he withholds it, then you don't feel good about yourself and then you chase him for it. Okay? You don't want to do that. You want to be in a place where whether this person is, that's in front of you is offering this to you or not, whether they're giving it to you or not, whether they're telling you you're worth it or not, you need to be in a place where you're like, I know deep down in my heart of heart what I want, and I'm willing to hold out for what I want because I'm that convinced of it. And whether someone validates your desire or not, it actually doesn't matter because you have such a deep knowledge and such a deep connection with your desire that someone else, their validation or lack thereof, doesn't mean anything. It's the same with excuse me, when you're leveling up and start dating up and stuff like that, and you're glowing up and you're looking really good, and some people pay you tons of compliments and some people don't. You want to be at a place where you compliment yourself enough, even if it's internally, you feel yourself enough that even if you had a whole day of nobody telling you you look beautiful, you look pretty, you look whatever, it wouldn't even matter because you looked at yourself in the mirror and you were like, well, damn. Hey, girl. How are you doing? Okay. It literally needs to be on that level. It's not vanity. It's self-validation to a level that even if nobody else in the world ever gave you validation ever again, you would not be devastated. That's power. That's power because, like I said, people will use your need for validation against you. And if you've ever had that happen to you, you understand what I'm talking about. Give me a thumbs up, send me a little heart emoji, because I know I've been there. Okay. So be more in relationship with yourself and your desire first before you seek validation outside. In fact, I would go as far as saying, don't look for validation outside. Validate yourself. Okay? Validate yourself. And then the third way that you are sabotaging your dating life is that you are prioritizing someone else's needs. Ladies, No. Let me tell you, if you are going to date up and have a great experience, you are your own priority 24/7, 366. Okay? You do not prioritize someone else's needs. Selfish as that sounds, it's very necessary. Remember that the people that you are meeting are strangers with their own agenda. If you think back, I would say 60% of people that you've dated, probably, likely, had an a, I want to say agenda, but had a direction that didn't match yours. And whether they went along with you pretending or not, that's besides the point. But what I'm saying is, at least 60% of the people that you're going to meet are not going to be in alignment. You cannot prioritize their needs over your own, because at the end of the day, you have to go back to you. You have to go back to you. And you better make sure that you is a good place to go back to, because that's where you're going to be going back to for a very long time. Whether you end up married, end up in the ideal relationship, whatever, you're always going to be in, you're always going to have a relationship with you. And you have to make sure that your relationship with you, before your relationship with anyone else, is. So you cannot prioritize people and their needs and their desires at dating level, because 60% of these people aren't even going to turn out to be anything. And that's just the truth. It's a numbers game. You are number one. Okay? Don't let somebody pressure you into anything, whether it is a relationship, whether it's intimacy, whether it's lowering your standards, whether it's giving them an opportunity even though they're not in alignment with what you want. Don't allow people to pressure you to prioritize them. Always prioritize yourself. You really kind of have to be a little bit ruthless with your goals. And I don't mean like go around hurting people, but I mean you need to be so focused on your goals that you're willing to drop people like this. Because if you're not willing to go that deep for your goals, you're not going to get it. You're not. You're not. Then it's just a daydream. Do you understand what I mean? So you really have to think about it like that and prioritize yourself, so that tomorrow, whether things work out or not, you're at least able to look at yourself with a level of appreciation and self-respect, because your needs and your desires have always been a priority, not to the detriment of someone else, but you don't let someone else's desires put you in a compromising position. Ever. Don't. Okay? And ladies, we are in the month of May, which is my birthday month. And what I want to do, ladies, is I want to offer all of you some dating strategies that work for me. Okay? I want to do a group call. So if you ladies are interested in having a group call a couple of your friends, open a bottle of wine, and let's sit and chat about the best way to date as a feminine woman. Let me know at theartofgoddessing@gmail.com. That's theartofgoddessing@gmail.com. Email me about the grouping call. I'll give you all the information about the group call. It's going to be on Zoom, and we're basically going to be breaking down some dating strategies that you absolutely need to implement if you don't want these absolutely intelligent, highly driven, masculine, wealthy men to take advantage of you. Some of them are skulls. All, good, just like not all broke men are good. Okay? So, yeah, make sure that you get on there. It's a 30-minute call, and I will also be sending a bonus video after the call that you're going to be able to use to implement some of the strategies that we're going to be talking about. And of course, you'll have an opportunity, because we're going to be live, you're going to have an opportunity to ask me some questions, to interact with me, bring me some of your, you can discuss some of those pointers too. So make sure you email me at that email address, theartofgoddessing@gmail.com, to book your group call. That's number one. And number two, I am still doing free 15-minute consultations, also on Zoom, where you're going to be able to tell me about your online dating experience. Send me your online dating profile. Let me have a look through it. Let me in on how you are interacting with your matches online, so that I can guide you to the best way to getting dates, and screening men, vetting them, so that you don't waste your time. And of course, factoring in safety precautions, absolutely necessary if you are dating online or organically meeting people. It doesn't matter. We're going to cover all of that. So if you want that, you can also email me at theartofgoddessing@gmail.com and let me know that you are interested in the online dating coach. Thank you so much, ladies, for being here with me. I hope these tips help. If they do, give me a thumbs up, share the video, tag your friends down below so that they also get some of this tea, girl. And let's just level it all the way up, so we can get the best possible experience. All right, so I'm going to end it over here. I will see you ladies in the next one. Okay?